Iga Świątek's recent victory at the Cincinnati Open sends a powerful and unmistakable warning to the U.S. Open contenders. She's back and ready to dominate. But here's where it gets really intriguing. This win is more than just another trophy. It hints at a potential shift in tennis hierarchy just before the year's final Grand Slam. Straight from Cincinnati, fresh off her spectacular Wimbledon triumph, Iga Świątek showed the tennis world that she's not letting up. By defeating Jasmine Paolini with a solid 7-5, 6-4 scoreline in the Cincinnati Open final, she not only claimed the biggest tune-up event ahead of the U.S. Open, but also climbed back up to number 2 in the world rankings. With world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka just within reach, Świątek is undoubtedly making a strong push to reclaim the very top spot in women's tennis. Playing on a humid evening in Mason, Ohio, Świątek's performance wasn't flawless, far from it. Credit must be given to Paolini, an Italian player who fiercely challenged her. In fact, Paolini managed to break Świątek's serve when she was just a game away from clinching the first set, and she snagged 2 breaks in the second as well, unusual against a player who typically dominates once she takes an early lead. But every time Paolini looked ready to take control, Świątek tightened her game, refusing to falter. This victory marks Świątek's first hard-court title since March 2024 at Indian Wells, highlighting a significant comeback on surfaces less favored than her famed clay. Thanks to this hard-fought win, coupled with her recent grass-court success in London, Świątek now stands as one of the clear favorites for the U.S. Open. Remember, she clinched the U.S. Open title back in 2022 during what many consider her career's peak, a time when she reigned as world number 1 for an impressive 125 weeks. But last year was tougher. She lost her top ranking and didn't secure a title between the 2024 French Open and Wimbledon this year. Even on clay, where she had once dominated effortlessly, she sometimes looked out of sorts. Recently, however, Świątek's game has transformed. She's adopted a calmer, more patient mindset, incorporating greater variety into her shot selection. This change has brought nearly flawless results. Over the past 2 months, she's lost just 2 matches and won 18, reaching the finals in 3 out of 4 tournaments entered and winning 2 of those. The Cincinnati final was a testament to her resilience. Paolini, shocked by racing to a quick 3-0 lead, putting Świątek under immediate pressure. Yet, Świątek responded by capturing 5 straight games, appearing poised to take control and close the set swiftly. Paolini, however, wasn't done. She battled back to level the score at 5-5. Here is the part most people miss. It was Świątek's quick footwork and exceptional defense that wrested the momentum back, allowing her to clinch the first set with 2 powerful serves. The second set saw Paolini continue to challenge, but as often happens against great champions, persistence pays off. Świątek forced Paolini into long rallies, eventually drawing an error that provided match point. She sealed the victory emphatically with an ace and celebrated with a ferocity that matched her performance, smashing her racket on the ground, pointing to her head as if to say, "I'm in control," before jumping around the court in pure joy. This triumph marked her 24th career title and her 11th WTA 1000 title, a tier just beneath Grand Slams, with 6 coming this season alone. But here's a twist. There's no time to celebrate beyond the moment. Świątek was already slated to hop on a plane to New York, where she will compete in the U.S. Open mixed doubles alongside Casper Ruud just the next day. And shortly after, she will launch her campaign for a 7th Grand Slam title. This relentless schedule showcases not just her physical stamina, but her mental determination. So, consider this a direct message to the U.S. Open field. Watch out. Iga Świątek is not just participating, she's hunting the crown again. What do you think? Does Świątek have what it takes to retake the number 1 spot and dominate the U.S. Open? Or will the intensity of the schedule hold her back? Could Paolini's performance hint at emerging threats to Świątek's reign? Join the conversation below. Do you agree or disagree with the idea that Świątek is the undisputed favorite? Or is there room for surprise at this year's Slam?